Hi everyone, I just thought I'd pop on and say hello, and I'm actually wondering if I should maybe change the name of this channel to Maggie's Mental Health Diary. I'm not sure if I should maybe change it to that, because this is the way it seems to be heading at the moment. The bad days for me are becoming more frequent, which is actually quite worrying for me. It's actually quite worrying for me. I've always been, like, I was talking to the lady that used to be my boss when I worked at Bernardo's the other day, and she's a bit concerned about me, and I said I was okay, and I was feeling okay then. I've always been prone, as I think I might have mentioned, to having, days where my mood goes down quite a lot, and I really don't have a real explanation for it, which I don't. I really don't. I'm not under any stress. There's nothing really particularly, concerning that's going on in my life, but this low mood thing is starting to concern me quite a lot. I'll be upfront and honest, I am on antidepressants. I have been on antidepressants for quite a number of years, but it's one of the older ones, and it's like I always say, you know what I mean, unless you get to the root cause of it, it's just like sticking a band-aid over an open wound, and it is basically. But yeah, I'm starting to get quite concerned about the amount of days that and the amount of crying that I'm doing. Like last night was bad again. I haven't cried today. Obviously you can see I'm in my pyjamas. I did intend to go out, and then I just talked myself into not going out, and that was it. I really do. I wish I had all the answers. I really do. I know there's not easy. There's no quick fix to anything that involves mental health. I know that, with me a lot of it is stuff that I need to work on, and it's knuckling down and doing it, and that's probably the hardest part, and it's probably it's trying to get a routine going that you stick to. There's no point, you might have heard me talking about the trauma-informed yoga. There's no point in doing that once in a blue moon. That's not going to do anything for me. I need to seriously take a long hard look at my life and see what areas that I need to fix, and I need to start making some serious adjustments. I need to adjust my mindset. There's just so many things that I need to work on. At the moment I just feel like yeah I did write a poem today, which I'm not going to bore you with it. I'm not going to read it out, but it was really quite dark. It was quite dark. When I'm not having a good day, I am I'm really far down the rabbit hole. Suicide has maybe skimmed my head, it's skimmed through my head oftentimes, but I'm not going. I would never do that, you know. You need to do that properly, or you'll end up a vegetable for the rest of your life. I just need to, I don't know, I wish I had all the answers, I really do. As I say, I know, you know, and you know, you can read every self-help book, and you can listen to, you know, every podcast, and you can listen to meditations, and you can do this and you can do that, but it's just, yeah, if you've never suffered from anything to do with mental health, well, I'm also wondering, as I said to somebody in one that was commenting, I'm sorry, the lady that was nice enough to make a short of one of the first poems that I ever wrote, which was called The Mask, and she's actually got a good voice for spoken word. She made a good job of it, and I'm so sorry because I don't know your name. I really don't know your name, but I did say to her last night that I thought it could be. I know I get the sad. I know, like, the darker nights affect me as well. Not to put too fine a point on it, it could be the menopause, because, you know, it could be that. I don't know. And I don't go to the doctor. See, this is the thing. I don't go to the doctor. I never go to the doctor. It could be, and I'm not going on HRT. No thanks. I had a hysterectomy when I was 40 because I had a fibroid the same size as a rugby ball growing on my uterus, and but I've still got my ovaries, and if they take away the whole lot, you go into the menopause overnight, and I didn't want that because it was such a big operation, and I was still in the middle of trying to look after my mother, so it could be that. I don't know, but it's getting quite worrying, the amount of bad days I'm having now, and it's not nice. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. I'm feeling a little better tonight than I was earlier on. I watched a film earlier on. I put the thing for it in my community section. It was a really good movie. It was set in South Africa, and it was a true story about a white couple that the lady gave birth to a coloured child, but they put on her birth certificate that she was white, and it was just, yeah, it was quite heartbreaking, but it took my mind off, you know. If I have too much thinking time, then, you know, it's not good to have a lot of thinking time either, and you know, but there's just no quick fix to anything that involves mental health, and you know, I think there's probably so many people that are suffering, and they're suffering in silence, and they're just wearing a mask. And, you know, looking back on my life, I don't know if I can ever say, you know, I've had moments where I felt, you know, I can be content, and I'm content, and I'm grateful for my home, and I'm grateful for having a roof over my head and food in the fridge. But this happiness thing is, I just think it's like an elusive bubble that we're all chasing, and I don't know if it actually, I don't know if it actually exists. I think contentment and peace would be far easier to find than this elusive happiness bubble. But all I do know is that it's not going to come from, it wouldn't come from winning the lottery. It wouldn't come from, finding the love of your life, or it has to come with everything that you need. Everything that you need is actually within you, but sometimes you have to, you have to dig deep, and you have to, sometimes it gets lost in amongst, all the things that have happened. But your true essence and your true nature is always there, your soul is always there, and it's, even if it, on your darkest days, there's that tiny glimmer that will keep you alive. And that's probably what helped me through the years when I was with, and I felt like giving up, But I won't give up. I'm not ready to give up. I don't want to give up, I don't want to give up. Giving up is not in my nature, I've told you, I'm not going to bore you with the story about my father. I'll never give up, but I don't want to live in a dark place. I'm so tired of that. I'm so tired of it, I don't want to live there anymore, so I need to make some serious adjustments to my life and take a good, long, hard look at what the role I play in my own misery and what I can do to change it, I've been looking at the photographs that were taken at the photo shoot, and I love them all. I'm using one as my screensaver on my phone, not to be vain in any way. And the woman in that photograph she is me. She is me, and her eyes are wide and they're bright. And she just looks so beautiful. And I'm not being vain, because, I'm not being vain at all. And she just looks so, I don't know. I'd need to show you the photograph, but I can't, because obviously I'm wearing underwear in the photograph. But I want to be that person. I want to be that person that accepts myself. We have to accept the good parts and the bad parts. And sometimes when the bad parts, we try to shove them away, but it's like I said, you're on the dark days, it's your head and your mind is telling you need to attend to this. You need to address it. You can't just keep stuffing it down and pretending that it'll go away, because it won't. And I've never been hospitalised. My mother was hospitalised on many occasions because my mother was schizophrenic. I don't want to have a breakdown, so I need to knuckle down, and I need to start taking better care of my mental health and better care of myself. And as always, I'm just coming on, and I see I've run on to 15 minutes, and I do apologise, but I just wanted to be real and honest and tell you how, from my perspective and anybody else that suffers from mental health problems, this is how it is, and you know, but I will get there. I will get there. You know, in the poem that I wrote today, I said that I wish I had died, because it would have been easier than having to deal with this. As it was, he died, and I never wished him. I never wished him to be dead, and that's the God's honest truth. I never wished him any harm at all, but he died suddenly. I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. You know, I'm not ready. It's one of my neighbours here. He passed away this year. Or somebody else, and it's an expression that we use. I've still got a lot of damage to do before I leave this world. I'm not ready yet. I will get there. I will get there. I hope you've all had a good weekend, whatever you've been doing, and I hope, you know, you just have to surf the waves, don't you? And that's all you can do. I hope maybe Monday will bring me back to, you know, and I'll be back with my usual Monday motivation. Let's hope so. As always, thanks for being here. Thanks for all your support, your likes, your comments, the watching hours. It's all extremely... I can't find the words I'm looking for, but thank you. And I hope maybe I'll see you on Monday, but if I don't, I'm okay. Bye for now.